Virginia Tech and Bucknell have faced each other. There you see, we'll start at 125 tonight. Your first 5 matches highlighted Tom Crook and Dylan Chappell. The anticipated debut of Noah Neininger at 149.
Yeah, Neininger's a really highly touted recruit. There's just a lot of good young guys on both of these teams, actually. But with the Hokies, no way he's going to be a stud.
Fireworks to begin at 125. Fourth Reich Eddie Ventresca and Chris Nusifora, sophomore out of Oakland, New Jersey.
Yeah, Eddie actually wrestled in the All-Star match last week, picked up the victory there. It was a solid win. Got a nice takedown right off a re-attack. So I mean, Eddie's just so quick. He's got a ton of attacks. But both these guys are from New Jersey. New Jersey's got, awesome wrestling, great wrestling state. And Chris is one of those guys that he can put up a lot of points when he wants to. But he's going to have to figure it out against Eddie Ventresca, who's the favorite here.
Yeah, you don't have to say it anymore.
Ventresca, you mentioned last week that 4-0 win over Sheldon Seymour of Lehigh. That's who he beat in the NCAA championships back in March. And I'm sure to start off the season not allowing a point.
That's my thought.
Yeah, that's obviously to blank somebody. The first match out always feels good. These guys are still getting used to making the weight. So these first couple bouts of the season, that's always a big thing to think about. Is just especially these smaller weight classes. They're getting down to weight for the first time. But yeah, so far both these guys looking good.
Still neutral. We're gonna work here. We're gonna work. Can you start? We're neutral.
You hear the voice of our lead official, Scott Hall. He's mic'd up. And our trail official tonight is Gary Wade. There you see head coach Tony Roby. What a job he has done. The 6-time ACC Coach of the Year, elevating this program to the highest of highs in over 100 years as a program in its history.
Oh yeah, Coach Roby's done a phenomenal job. Yeah, I mean, when he got the job, he took over from Coach Dresser, who built the program, and then Coach Roby just took it and run with it, and just built it to even higher heights. And just done a tremendous job. He's got a great staff. He's put a good staff in place. Just doing a lot of really good things, building the program, getting a lot of good recruits in, which I'm sure we'll talk a little bit about tonight. But yeah, exciting stuff happening here in Blacksburg.
Yeah, safe to say the future very bright.
Absolutely,
in years to come. 60 seconds, opening period. Nusifora went 1-2 last weekend at the Navy Classic. Guy who has unlimited talent, according to Coach Dan Wernsberger. And there is Ventresca, offense, and the first takedown of the night.
Yeah, that's classic Eddie Ventresca right there. Just clean finish. Not only do you get to the leg, but you finish clean. You don't allow the guy to scramble out of it. You just finish clean, get the points, and now he's on to the strong right here.
Yeah, you got it. Then we're good.
He's got the boots in, looking for a turn here.
Still working. You feel the anticipation here in Castle. 5 seconds for Ventresca. And he'll end the opening period with a 3-0 lead and 44 seconds of riding time.
Texas is down, second period.
Dan Wernsberger has done a terrific job leading this Bucknell program in his 21st season. He took over this program when it had a 4-year hiatus and has done a remarkable job building it into what it is today.
Oh yeah, I mean, taking a program that was non-existent and building it to what it is today is just an incredible feat, something that he's obviously really proud of. He's been there a long time. His kids go there, so yeah, it's a tremendous accomplishment for Coach.
We'll talk more about his family later in the broadcast because his son will wrestle a little bit later tonight. There's an escape for Ventresca and a 4-0 lead. Riding time did drop down to 26 seconds.
Yeah, so if you're the Hokie coaching staff right here. You want to see Eddie kind of pick up the pace. You want to see him create separation. But if you're the Bucknell staff, you want to see Chris, try to get one back here, try to get a takedown, start, picking up the motion. There he does right there. He needs to get something going because he hasn't been able to do it, get to his offense yet this match.
Go, guys, mix it up. Go get one.
Coach Roby said Eddie Ventresca, one of most likable guys on this team. He's matured so much.
Use the grip.
Added, he's on a mission, knows what he's capable of.
They changed the rule, guys.
Guy who certainly has his sights set on being at the top of this weight class.
Yeah, I mean, he's a two-time All-American. He was 7th in 23. He was 5th last year. Lost a heartbreaking ride-out overtime match in the semifinals of the Nationals. And then a guy, Vincent Robinson from NC State, actually ended up winning the tournament, who Eddie had beat twice earlier in the year. So, I mean, he's right there with the best in the country. He has all the ability to win a national title. He's just got to go do it.
He's got 18 seconds.
Use it. Work center. Wrestle center.
Both wrestlers here content to take this to the final period. Well, we were just talking about Ventresca. He's got his sights set on winning a national title, and there you see the top 5 entering this season. Robinson at 1. I'm sure he's got to really like his chances going into this year.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, he was a freshman last year and won a title. I mean, that's a confidence booster for sure. But it's a tough weight class, and anything can happen at 125. There's just a lot of scrambling, a lot of close matches. Spratley's in there. Luke Lildahl's in there from Penn State. So, Eddie just beat Seymour, who's number 5. So it's tight there at the top.
Saying that. I think Ventresca really, likes his chances too, because you mentioned what he did against so many of those guys. Redshirt senior, and that riding time, as you see on your screen, about to eclipse a minute. What is it about Ventresca throughout his career that has made him so consistent, especially here the last 2 years?
I just think he puts in the work. I mean, he comes in. He's obviously very talented. He's strong. He's quick. He's good positionally. But he just puts in the work, and he's consistently putting in the effort, which is going to translate to results on the mat. And he's gotten a little bit better every year. He had some injuries earlier in his career, but he's been healthy the last year or so. And when he's healthy, he's really, really good.
Cover it. You can't cup his arm. Okay, here we go. Set. Cover legal. Cover his elbow.
Nucifora would love to get to his feet here, try and get an escape. Ventresca's defense has been sound, but there is the escape. He's on the board.
Yep, and that's big for Nucifora. I mean, he's got to get a takedown. Eddie does have riding time, so he's going to have to get at least a takedown and plus something else. So he's got to pick up the pace with under a minute to go. And with these young guys against a stud like Eddie, sometimes the strategy is keep it close till the end. Try to win it in the third period, and he's done that. So it is, it's still within reach. I mean, obviously he's got an uphill battle to climb, and he's only got 30 seconds to do it. But it's not out of the he's not out of it yet.
Under 15 seconds. Not much offense for Chris Nucifora. One of the fan favorites, Eddie Ventresca, in his season debut inside of Castle Coliseum with the riding time, a 5-1 decision. And like he showed last week in the All-Star Classic, his defense was exceptional there.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, he was never really in any danger. His defense is so solid, so good, so hard to score on. Just classic Eddie Ventresca match right there. Basically the exact same match as last week against Seymour.
That turns our attention to 133. What a start to the season it has been for Dylan Campbell, one of the headliners at the Southeast Open last week, wrestling Ty Kapusta out of Export, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Dylan Campbell's just a stud. I mean, he's a four-time Ohio State champion, four-time Fargo All-American. Had an awesome week last week at the Open. I know Tony Roby and staff are really excited about Dylan Campbell.
Kapusta last weekend at the Navy Classic went 0-2. Dylan Campbell won the Southeast Open crown at 133. He outscored his opponents across 4 matches, 57-2, and did not give up an offensive point.
Yeah, that's impressive, especially as a young guy. I mean, the transition to the college game is just, it's so difficult from a defensive position, defensively on the mat wrestling, just to dominate like that in a tournament that's got some really good guys and some good teams were there. Minnesota was there, UVA was there, a couple other really good teams were there, and he just dominated.
And Campbell, one of those signature wins, he beat number 10 Braxton Brown of Maryland 11-0 in a major decision against a top 10 guy.
Yeah, yeah.
And here he is, early action, trying to stay on the mount. The crowd wants a takedown, and so does the Tech bench.
They're going to get a stalling call for fleeing the mat against Kapusta.
Kapusta went 9-7 last year at 133. Also a little bit of time at 125. Really good wrestler, Franklin Regional High School, 120 wins, 33 losses. Coach Wernsberger said he's put on size, and his experience level has gotten better throughout his college career. There's Campbell again, in on a shot. Nice defense from Kapusta, and working again. It's Campbell. Excellent move from Dylan Campbell, his first takedown.
Yeah, that's excellent chain wrestling. You know, it's a little bit defensive, but it's also taking multiple shots. One doesn't work. Kapusta shot in, and then Campbell actually re-attacked and got the takedown with the clean finish. So that's another thing. Just transition to the college game is just chain wrestling. One thing doesn't work, the next thing will. Just keep going at it. Yeah, that's one thing Coach Wernsberger was talking about, is just moving up. He did wrestle. Kapusta really did wrestle a little bit at 125 last year. Just needed to really build into 133, put on some size in in the off season. I think that's going to pay off. Obviously, here during the season.
Right. Go, gentlemen, go to work.
Riding time has just eclipsed 50 seconds. Coach Roby, when asked about Dylan Campbell, mentioned that he is incredibly talented, and that he's also one of the best athletes on this Virginia Tech team. And that's high praise considering the talent level on the Hokies.
Absolutely.
We got to work, guys. We got to work. Both of you.
Just a nice outside sweep, single, cutting it back, clean finish.
Okay, on my whistle, gentlemen. On my whistle.
Covering the hips. Doesn't really allow Kapusta to do anything funky. Doesn't allow him to scramble or roll through. Just really clean finish.
Redshirt freshman Dylan Campbell from Springboro, Ohio.
On the first one, and it's like
tons of confidence coming in, off to a nice start.
Go, gentlemen, improve.
First ever meeting between Campbell and Kapusta. Nice. Look at this move from Campbell. Able to remain on top with some oohs and ahs there for a moment there, partner.
Yeah, almost tilted him up. Didn't quite get the swipes, but crowd liked it.
Crowd did like it. Nearly 2 minutes of riding time in the opening period.
Yeah, just a dominant first period by Campbell. Really in control. Yeah, Kapusta really just tried to roll through, tried to grab roll, and almost got caught on his back. Good job by Campbell to kind of see it come or feel it and hold him there. Didn't quite get enough time with the back exposed.
Kapusta takes top to begin the second period. Here's Campbell to his left foot. He shows his strength there. Kapusta looking for the mat return. The strength from Campbell.
He's still working.
And it's Campbell turning defense into offense on a reversal.
Yeah, and that's just something right there. Kapusta, I mean, was really trying to fight to return him to the mat, really fighting for it. Probably should have, definitely given up one rather than two. But just good job on Campbell for feeling just, almost just like a little switch there when he got returned to the mat. And he's going to cut him here.
One red.
And this is where you kind of want to see Dylan Campbell try to create some separation. He's in control of the match, but you don't want to just let leave the lead there. You want to go try to ice it, put some points on the board, work on your conditioning, put on a show in front of your home fans.
I'm sure at this point you're thinking bonus points if you're Dylan Campbell.
Yeah, I think he has to be. And there's,
He's looking for
there it is.
Add 3 more to the total. Right on cue, Dylan Campbell.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to see. You don't want to just see someone get a lead and hold it. You want to go. Just the whole point of this sport is just go score points. Go score points. Don't be so tactical at this stage of the game, at this stage of the match. Just go out there and wrestle and score points.
He is picking up right where he left off last week at the Southeast Open. And outscored opponents 57-2. Add this one onto it. That's 65-3 currently over his last 5 matches.
That's a pretty good stat.
That was the second one. Okay. All right, here we go. On the whistle. We got to get busy, guys. We got to get busy. Set, cover legal.
You hear the referee there, telling the guys to keep working, keep busy, try to score points.
Campbell adding to his lead, and it started with the reversal.
Yep, here's the mat return, but just a nice little switch there. Nice. It was just kind of a feel thing. Nice, almost just like ankle pick sweep with a suck back, and again, just clean finishes, not allowing Kapusta to scramble, to roll around. And that's a big thing at the college level, is just finishing clean. Kapusta's in on some offense of his own right here. Double leg, switched off to a single. Heavy hips by Campbell here. And we got potentially dangerous.
Real quick to that point about finishing clean, especially for a younger wrestler like Campbell, who's a redshirt freshman. How impressive is it to be able to do that at a young age?
It's really impressive. It's one of the things that you just really have to focus on and learn. And he's no stranger to big-time wrestling. He's from Ohio. He's won a lot of things that there is to win at the high school level. So he's probably used to it more than a lot of guys, but it is something you have to learn. A nice little low single, double off.
And Campbell, another takedown, now in a position for a major decision.
Yep, and he's actually in kind of an interesting position to maybe get some near fall here if he can keep that leg up. And the Hokie coaching staff is telling him to let him go. They want to keep working for takedowns, try to work for the tech.
Work center.
He about has riding time locked up for the match.
Stalemate. We're neutral.
Stalemate with 45 seconds left. Another look at the takedown.
Nice little low single, cuts across, doubles off, elevates the ankle, pressures in, textbook.
Working.
Same shot again.
Campbell with 30 seconds. Reaching for that right foot of Kapusta.
Keep it all clean. Still neutral.
Try to roll him through here, put him in danger.
Can he do it?
All right, so what he wants to do here is he wants to get that bottom leg and try to hook that ankle, that bottom ankle. There it is.
There it is. Another 3 for Campbell. And with the riding time secured, 16-2, the final. Campbell dominant last weekend, dominant in front of this crowd at Castle Coliseum.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to see from your young guy. Go out there, put on a show for the fans, push the pace, get more practice to getting reps in a match. That's exactly what you want to see.
Virginia Tech out to an early 7-0 lead on Bucknell here in Blacksburg. To watch on this Friday night, a pair of ranked wrestlers. Tom Crook, after redshirting his last year, returns for Virginia Tech. And meanwhile for Bucknell, Dylan Chappell, who has aspirations of making the podium this year.
Oh yeah, I mean this is the match of the night for sure. Two top 20 ranked guys, multiple-time qualifiers for both of them. Dylan Chappell lost in the blood round last year. I know what that feels like. I've lost in the blood round. It's a terrible feeling. Coach Wernsberger talked about that. You're back in the hallway at nationals, and some guys just had all of their dreams come true, and then some guys had it all just crash right in front of their eyes. And so he's back this year, and he's going to make a run at it, and he wants to accomplish his goals in his last year.
Well, Chappell, you mentioned three-time NCAA qualifier, and there you see Tom Crook. Redshirted last year, actually did not compete due to an injury. But Coach Roby talked about, he felt like he still got better last year. And a chance to watch two-time NCAA qualifier in 23 and 24, had a huge win over number 5 Lachlan McNeil a couple of years back. And this is a guy who can score a lot of points.
Oh yeah, very, very offensive, has a high pace, a lot of attacks. Fun guy to watch.
He's got the nickname of Tampa Tom, not Tom Brady, Tom Crook.
There you go, that's right.
Out of Tampa, Florida, Dylan Chappell from Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania. And here we go with our match of the night at 141.
And there's the offense from Tom Crook right off the bat.
Have to imagine this has been a night he's been thinking about, even though he wrestled last week at the Southeast Open, being back in Castle after redshirting last year.
Yeah, being in front of the home crowd is always just an exciting and fun thing to do. It's, create a lot of memories in Castle Coliseum in front of the home crowd, so it's definitely one of the more satisfying and rewarding parts of the sport.
Coach Wernsberger's talked about how Dylan Chappell is so good defensively. Here he is, got that left leg high in the air. Look at the athleticism from Crook, just hanging on to him.
Yep, good defense, but he's still in danger here. I mean, awesome shot by Chappell. Just needs to finish. And this is what we're talking about, finishing clean. Finishing quick, finishing clean. And the defense of some of these guys is so good, but he does get the takedown. Nice offensive shot by Dylan Chappell, and actually gets the takedown.
Still red.
And the escape on the other end from Crook. Coach Wernsberger adding that Dylan Chappell, one of the most competitive performers that he's ever been around.
Nice little knee pull there. Didn't quite get it.
Work center.
Sometimes there's that feeling out period in the first period. Not here with these two.
No, they've been going at it. Been a very active first period so far. Offense by both guys. Obviously, Chappell got the takedown, but Tom's actually been pretty close on a couple of shots to getting in deep.
And kind of potential clashing styles.
There it is. Low single there. Crook. Trying to finish across.
Can he do it?
There's the defense. There's the scrambling ability by Chappell.
Good work from Dylan Chappell after it looked like Crook was in a position for points.
Chappell trying to turn Tom's offense into some offense of his own.
Still neutral. I know.
And that's why it's just so important to finish clean. I mean, and these guys are so good at scrambling. They're so good at feeling that out. Even if you get really deep in on a shot, you're not even halfway there sometimes. So, but yeah, good offense by both guys so far in this match. I think that's one of the things that Coach Roby was talking about. Tom Crook is just, he goes. He has a big gas tank. He likes to push the pace. And a lot of times what's going to happen in situations like this, and I see it
Strong
as he goes to his
shot.
offense again.
Crook looking to finish. Doesn't have it. Chapel again, the defense.
Yep. And that's something that Coach Wernsberg talked about. His defense is so good. He's so hard to score on. I mean, Tom's had him dead to rights twice and still hasn't come away with points.
Well, think about how quickly that shot was from Crook, but then the response from Chapel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
here we got leg up in the air, goes to the finish, and then he controls the hip. He stays on the ankle and controls the hip for a clean finish. Nice high C in there, drops to a low ankle, but just can't finish.
We're neutral.
Escape for Crook, 1 point match. Chapel, defense from Crook.
Improve that grip, gentlemen. Improve that grip.
Both guys just kind of working, trying to find an opening. Hand fight, head ties.
It is quiet in Castle right now. 60 seconds left in the second period. Chapel, the defense has really shown up.
Yep, that's been the difference maker so far.
Good action, gentlemen. Good action.
Well, I say that, but I mean, Chapel had a beautiful shot, in the first period. I mean, it's one of those things where he's not, I mean, he has good offense, he can do it, but he's more known for his defense and scrambling ability. Oh, there's a slip. Oh, nothing yet, nothing yet.
Crook looks and gets the takedown to take the lead.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, Tom's been pushing the pace, pushing the pressure the entire match, and finally gets away with one.
Riding time officially erased for Chapel. Now starting to climb in favor of Crook. The escape, Chapel with 10 seconds to go in the second period. Crook trying to get his offense going. Davey finds it here.
Nice little slide by to a cross ankle, but doesn't get the takedown right away. Have to have be on the mat, and that's when he gets control and gets the 3-point takedown right there.
Set, cover legal.
This was our match to watch for a reason, and here we go to the final period.
It's living up to the hype. It's been a good one. Offense by both guys, some good scrambles, good defense. Oh, potential mistake here by Tom Crook.
In a little bit of trouble.
We're still green. We're neutral.
There's the escape. We're tied at 5.
Work center.
Tom goes right back to work.
Any writing
You mentioned that aggressiveness. What was that there earlier in the third period from Tom?
Just, a lot of times after something like that, they'll kind of go back to the center, kind of feel each other out. But he's going right back. He's hanging on the head, banging on the head, hitting shots. I mean, that was like a full shot, but it's just one of those things. He's wanting to push the pace. I think you trust his gas tank. And a lot of times you can win off of having a better gas tank than somebody else. Nice shot by Chapel. Good defense, though.
Crook working.
Oh, nice high cross.
Looking for the takedown. He's got it with 60 seconds left. Crook in front, 8-5.
Just relentless pressure. He's just, I mean, shot after shot. Chapel actually had a decent shot of his own, but Crook was able to defend it and respond with a re-attack. And I just think the pressure, the constant pressure so far has been benefiting Tom.
Riding time is at 50 seconds. There's the escape. Still time for Dylan Chapel, who was a win away from being an All-American a year ago. 2 wrestlers with high hopes for this season. The defense from Crook with 15 seconds.
Stay center. Stay center.
This crowd comes to life with 10 seconds. Crook, that final move in his return to Castle Coliseum. Tom Crook with an 8-6 decision over 14th ranked Dylan Chappell.
Yeah, what a match. Both those guys put it on the line, came out attacking both guys. Good match. Tom ultimately got the victory. I think, just the relentless pressure, multiple attacks, reattacks. Maybe the gas tank played a role. And there it is. It's almost like a post-up high crotch. Didn't actually get to the leg though. Chappell tried to roll out of it, Granby roll out of it, and just Tom just dropped his hips to the mat and covered.
Hokies extend their lead to 10-0. The team score. We turn our attention to 149. Noah Neininger, one of the top recruits in the country, making his Virginia Tech debut, going up against Braden Bauer.
Hold on.
Yeah, Noah came in really highly recruited. Won the Ironman, 4-time Virginia State champ, number 51 overall recruit in the country. Got lots of good leg attacks and underhook, just really solid. But he's young, and he's going to have to show everybody they can do it at the college level as well.
He did not compete last weekend, so this is his Virginia Tech debut. Meanwhile, Braden Bauer represented Bucknell at the EIWA championships each of the last 2 years. Didn't know if it would be he or his twin brother Riley at 149.
Yeah, both of those guys are they're twins, so they're this is similar weight classes or same weight classes, and but they actually have a lot of experience versus Neininger's no experience. So these guys are older, been around for a while. So we'll see what kind of plays out here as if the experience gets plays a role.
Dave, do you remember your collegiate debut and what you were feeling in that first moment on the mat?
I do. Yeah,
what Noah's going through right now.
Yeah, I was nervous for sure. It was one of those things. It's like you think about it, you prepare for it, but then you get out there and it's kind of like, oh, you're under the lights and there's a lot of people watching. But at the end of the day, it's a wrestling match, and so once the whistle blows, it's just everything else drowns out, and you've been doing it. You've done it 1,000 times before.
Not much action. Opening 60 seconds. A little bit of hand fighting.
Wrestle through this.
Yeah, both guys just feeling each other out, trying to gain position.
Through it, gentlemen.
How
important can that feeling out period be, opening 60 seconds or so?
It's important. I think it depends on somebody's style. Some guys just go out there and let it fly, and they just, they might give up some points, but they're going to score a lot of points. Other guys are a little bit more tactical. Who knows? Maybe Noah Neininger, it's his first college match ever. Maybe he doesn't feel as comfortable just going out and letting it fly. But no, I think it's normal. I think it's a style-based thing. You also don't want to go out there and do something stupid right away. So, I mean, these guys have watched film on each other. They kind of know what to expect a little bit. So.
Neininger, part of a big Virginia Tech recruiting class, number 4 in the country.
Go guys, go get one.
Colin Guy,
both guys, go get one.
Aaron Seidel, Ryan Burton, to name a few.
Yeah, the recruiting topic at Virginia Tech lately has been a big one, right? You got
a lot of buzz.
A lot of buzz, and we can't name names or anything for certain reasons, but everybody who knows wrestling knows who we're talking about. 2 huge commits, and not only those 2 guys, right? They are building something. There's been a bunch of other commits, and they're putting together some really good recruiting classes. I think they're ranked number 2 for the class of 26 and number 2 for the class of 27. So they're building. They're continuing to build something special here in Blacksburg.
Of course, this would be where you would see the national champion Caleb Henson. The news a couple of weeks ago, redshirting for this year.
Yeah, that's huge news. Obviously, anytime the number 1 ranked guy in the country decides to redshirt, that's a splash. But you can see why, right? You have a couple of some really good talent coming in next year. Eddie Van Treska gets another year of eligibility. Caleb Henson's going to come back. So I mean, they're making a run for a trophy, next year.
Okay, gentlemen, my whistle. Here we go.
And hopefully every year after that.
And Coach Roby talks about, hey, even though, yes, you redshirt a guy in Caleb Henson, who really likes this lineup, group that's here,
Yeah, I mean, and with Caleb Henson redshirting too, it also points to other things that are going on in Blacksburg with their regional training center. Guys are competing to make teams, world teams, Olympic teams. There's other aspirations outside of just the college ranks. So, I mean, this is really indicative that the fact that Caleb Henson can redshirt this year and have a very productive redshirt year is indicative of kind of what's happening behind the scenes, and a lot of people don't see all the time, but it's there and it's happening, and it's exciting.
Bauer with an escape to open the period.
Go punch your hook, Noah. Go punch your hook. Don't score. Go do it. There you go. We're good. Stay on it. There you go.
What are you seeing here so far?
Yeah, I mean, Neininger's trying to work for his underhook. I mean, Coach talked about that. Obviously, he feels comfortable there. Just hasn't been able to get anything out of it. Yeah, just not really. Honestly, we're not really seeing a whole lot.
We're neutral. Come on, guys. Entertain the crowd. Let's go. Set.
When I was a high school coach, when I was in a match like this, he'd tell the ref to call both of us for stalling. He'd call my guy for stalling. But I don't think anyone's stalling. It's just both these guys are trying to feel each other out. Oh, and there's the underhook that we've been talking about. And a lot of times when people are going upper body like this, it feels like nothing's really happening until it does. Because there's a lot of explosive situations that can happen from upper body. Neininger's trying to control the mat. And when you use that underhook, you're trying to push in, and actually get the guy to push against you and use their their pressure against you to make something happen.
And this will end the second period, 1-0. The escape from Bauer, the difference. You see the third all-time meeting on the mat, the Hokies and the Bison. What's interesting is that in the previous two meetings, one, the Virginia duels in Hampton, Virginia, back in 2016. The other, ACC Challenge duels, November of 2009 in Chapel Hill.
I think I was on that team.
I was about to say, you might have been there in 2009.
I was definitely here. I think I won that match.
I don't have the notes to fact check you there. I'm going to go with you there.
Keep it all legal.
And there's Bauer continuing to work riding time at 20 seconds.
Yep.
Neininger, if he can escape, he can tie this. Still a lot of time. There is the escape.
I wanted to hit it, but I couldn't remember what color.
That's a huge escape for Neininger. I mean, the other big transition to college is the mat wrestling and trying to escape on bottom. So the fact that he got the escape there, didn't give up the riding time, and now it's just a 1-1 match, and it's up to each guy to go take it.
Neininger, a four-time Virginia state champion, 110 and 110 and 10 record in high school.
Goes back to the underhook. Gets to the single. He's going to try to shelf that, elevate the leg.
Neininger working.
Pressure in.
With that left leg.
Keep it all clean. Keep it all
secured
clean.
to Bauer.
Oh, he rolls through.
Still neutral.
Still working with 35 seconds.
Nothing yet. Oh, there's the three.
3 for Neininger. His first career takedown puts him in front with 30 seconds to go in the final period.
Yeah, and he just went back to his underhook, got that single leg, and actually just, fought through it. I mean, it wasn't a clean finish, but, I mean, a senior like this is going to scramble a little bit, and he's just got to figure it out, and he pressured in and ultimately got the takedown, figured it out.
First time wearing a Virginia Tech singlet. The kid from Virginia, Noah Neininger, welcome to college, welcome to Virginia Tech. 4-1 decision for the rookie.
Yeah, that was a good win. Good win for Noah on his first time out in hooking singlet. See, we have some scrambling here. Each guy's trying to get high. They're trying to get height and pressure in, and Noah just able to get height, pressure in. One last-ditch effort, and then just ultimately secures a takedown.
Hokies leading Bucknell 13-0 When we come back, the 157-pound weight class, the crowd loving it. First Friday night duels of the year. And how about this too? Coach Wernsberger actually spent 6 years as an assistant coach, late 90s, early 2000s at Virginia Tech. Met his wife, who went to undergrad and postgrad here and was a GA for the football team.
Yeah, how about that? I mean, he's like, yeah, I haven't been back in a long time, but coming back, and he was going around campus and taking a look at stuff. He's like, man, it's changed a lot. But yeah, how cool that he spent 6 years here. I was not aware of that when we were talking to him. Know a lot of the same people, so a lot of history here in Blacksburg. Yeah, both guys coming out active here. A lot of hand fighting right off the bat.
And one more note on that: when Cade's mom, Coach's wife, was a GA for the football team, as the story that he told us, she was in the locker room after the national championship and was, as the story was told to us, on the phone with President Clinton when the phone was given to Coach Beamer after the game. Apparently Coach Clinton called both Coach Bowden and Coach Beamer. So how about that?
Yeah, that's an awesome story. You're standing around a GA on the football team. You get a phone call and it's President Clinton. So wanting to talk to Coach Beamer. She's like, well, I think he's talking to the team right now. Hold on a second.
Hang on.
That's gutsy. I don't know that I could have told the president to hold on.
Frank DeBella, 2-2 this past weekend at the Southeast Open in the freshman-sophomore division. Went 3-7 last year. All 3 wins were bonus point wins, and there you see some early points take down for DeBella before they tumble off the mats.
Yeah, Cade Wernsberg actually got in on a decent shot, but just well defended by Frank DeBella. Just a nice little kind of like go behind or sit through, and actually gets the takedown off of Cade's shot.
DeBella did have one ACC dual start last year against Stanford. Comes from a great wrestling program in New Jersey, St. Joseph's Regional.
Yeah, 3-time placer in New Jersey States. New Jersey, like we talked about earlier, just a tough wrestling state. A lot of good guys coming from New Jersey. The Hokies have had a lot of good guys come from New Jersey. Ventresca, Mekhi Lewis. I don't know if you ever heard of him. First ever national championship.
He might be in the Raptors.
Champion for Virginia Tech. Yeah, a lot of good guys coming from New Jersey.
Virginia Tech has depth at 157. They brought in Maryland transfer Ethan Miller. Coach Roby, about 2 weeks ago on the Hokie Sports Insider podcast, mentioned that they're going to know a lot more here in the coming time with experience. And then you've also got a very talented redshirt freshman in Matt Heinrich, in addition to DeBella. It's good to have depth.
Yep, it is definitely good to have depth. And it just, we've talked about the recruiting, but Virginia Tech hasn't always had depth. That's been built over the last decade or so, and it's continuing to be built. So when one guy's out, to have another stud be able to fill back in is huge for duels like this. Yeah, one thing Coach was saying about Cade is that he's ultra competitive and he'll never ever stop trying. He'll run through a brick wall. He'll always keep going, and we're seeing. I mean, he's really pushing the pace. He's really pushing forward. Yeah, I just can't imagine coaching your son. You'll be in your son tomorrow.
You see the ACC teams in the top 25. And you talk about a conference, speaking of depth, that has just gotten so much better over the years, with Virginia Tech being right there at the top.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the ACC was not always this competitive, but it's one of those things where just over time, the programs have hired good coaches and they've took the time and built really good programs. And, the ACC is a tough place to win consistently. Obviously, NC State and Virginia Tech are kind of the top dogs there, but there's a lot of other programs that are kind of knocking on the door that present some challenges to NC State and Virginia Tech. I mean, Pitt's always tough. Stanford's always got some studs.
North Carolina's coming along.
Yes, North Carolina. I mean, you know, it's just a good it's a good conference for wrestling.
Under 90 seconds left, second period. DeBella, the takedown, the difference right now.
Work center.
Going up against one of Bucknell's toughest workers, Cade Wernsberger.
Stay inside.
Wernsberger in on a
Nice
shot.
leg.
Got that left leg. What can he do with it?
Just the pressure in, come across.
Still neutral.
So you want to elevate that leg, shelf it on the
Still
knee.
neutral.
Wernsberger trying to finish, and he does a takedown to jump in front.
You have control. 1, 2, 3.
Nice shot, nice clean finish. More workman-like, you know, been pushing the pace the whole match, been kind of going forward, pushing forward, finally gets to a shot.
Go, gentlemen.
Doesn't really allow, you know, Frank DeBella to scramble at all, just kind of, yeah, like I said, workman-like, just kind of shelf it on the knee, work your way up, pressure in and cover the hips.
He'll take a 5-3 lead into the third period, riding time at 23 seconds in favor of Wernsberger. Here's that takedown.
Yeah, see, this is where he shelves it, tries to get elevation on it, so he can't plant it on the mat, goes to that cross ankle, covers the hips, finishes clean.
Set, red, cover legal.
Textbook.
1, 2. Still red.
Action here. What can Wernsberger do from an offensive standpoint? Goes in on DeBella, nice defense. Trying to grab that right leg. Wernsberger driving, and there's DeBella. Excellent defense and recovery.
Yeah, and that's going to be stalling, I think.
Guys. Red, stall warning.
Yeah, so what was going on there is, so Cade Wernsberger was in control, had of that entire flurry. But what happened was, once they got in the scramble position and they were on the mat, Cade had his ankle. And so if you're out on the ankle for 5 seconds while you're in control, that's going to be stalling. So that actually, so there was no change in position, no change in control, but Virginia Tech did get the stall call.
Riding time at 60 seconds and growing for Wernsberger.
I think we jump it too fast sometimes.
Looking to put Bucknell on the board in the team score.
Yep, he's got a strong ride here. He's got riding time. Really kind of controlling the match at this point. Not a whole lot of time left for Frank to score some points. He's got to get out here.
To his feet, Wernsberger looking for the mat return.
1, 2.
Our lead ref, Scott Hall, letting them wrestle there. They go off the mat.
Yeah, that's just wrestling IQ there from Cade, the coach's son. Just leaving his toe in bounds as long as he can, just to kill time on the clock. Just smart wrestling right there on the edge of the mat.
Stay on your knees. Up to your feet.
Set, red, legal.
DeBella trying to get to his feet.
3.
DeBella does escape. 30 seconds left. The redshirt freshman DeBella, he's got a chance. Got to go quickly.
Yep, he's got to go quick. And Cade could actually burn a stall call here. Wrestle on the edge of the mat. That's just high IQ by Cade. Mat awareness, kind of understanding the situation. Understands he can get a stall call called against him. He's got riding time locked up. So Frank's really got to go here.
DeBella unable to get a shot off. It's been over a decade since Dan Wernsberger's been to Blacksburg. And in his return, his son, Cade Wernsberger, with a 6-4 decision win over Frank DeBella.
Yeah, and that puts Bucknell on the board, too.
13-3, your score back after these messages. Anything really stand out to you, Dave, of what we're about to see?
Yeah, this next match is going to be a good one. Two ranked guys going at it. Mac Church, Noah Mulvaney. This is going to be a good one right here.
Next two are a battle of ranked opponents, and to your point, Church, Mulvaney right next to each other in the intermat polls. Church, an NCAA qualifier last year, finished third at the ACCs. Meanwhile, Mulvaney wrestled well last week at the Navy Classic. He is a two-time NCAA qualifier himself.
Yeah, Coach Wernsberger had nothing but good things to say about Noah Mulvaney. He described him as he's the definition of a wrestler. Comes from the Askren Wrestling Academy, so he knows how to wrestle. Probably knows how to scramble. I think the key for him, according to Coach, is just the more he wrestles, the better he's going to be. Can't really be standing around and feel things out. He needs to go out there and push the pace, and that's where he's at his best.
There's the redshirt sophomore from Waynesburg, Pennsylvania, Mac Church. His second full season at 165. Coach Roby's noted that he thinks he's developed physically. He's really grown into a 65-pounder for a guy who split time early in his career at 141 and 149.
Yeah, and he's just had to put on size, get in the weight room, get bigger, grow into the weight, and you can tell he's done that. You can tell he's put on some size since last year. I mean, that makes a huge difference. At the national level. Oh, nice little knee pick there. She looks like more like a Dresser Dumps, named after Coach Kevin Dresser. Yeah, coming out being aggressive. I think Mac was not satisfied with his NCAA tournament last year. Felt like he could do a lot more, and and definitely can. He's a very talented guy, and he just needs to go out here and prove show everybody what he can do.
Prove the grip.
Last week, Mulvaney Navy Classic went 3-1, dropped a 6-5 decision in the round of 16 to Marco Albanese of Binghamton, then rattled off 3 straight wins.
Clean it up on the faces, guys. Clean it up on
Church
the
fifth
head.
in the Southeast Open. All 3 wins were via bonus points. Feeling out process.
He's got grip.
These pair of top 30 ranked wrestlers.
I like that better. Use that grip. Use it.
Yeah, both guys just trying to feel out just kind of trying to find their offense, control the ties.
There's Church. He's got that left leg.
Nice single
Keep it all
leg.
clean. Keep it all clean.
Church.
Hooky corner, tell him to run the plank.
You better
Drops to
get
the
legal.
ankle.
Keep it all legal.
And he dives, sweeps the leg, driving, takedown, right on the side of the mat.
Yeah, I mean that's just a high IQ finish right there. Not a lot of guys will get in there and they'll kind of get frantic. They'll kind of try to rush it. He took his time. He knew he had time left in the period, and you see just a clean finish right there. But not trying to do too much too quickly. He knew he had time and just was thorough with his kind of manufacturing that takedown.
Okay, guys, keep it legal on the faces. Clean on the faces.
Mulvaney with a quick escape. Now just trying to get one back here before the end of the period.
Thrilled to have you on your Friday night. Evan Hughes, Dave Maroney, alongside our outstanding ACC Network crew. Terrific crowd on hand. The first Friday night duel of the year. Hokies and Bison for the first ever time in Blacksburg. Hokies lead the team score 13-3. 10 seconds left in this opening period. One of our 3 ranked matchups. It'll be 3-1 Church to take down the difference in the opening period.
Bucknell, Joyce. Bucknell, chooses down, second period.
Yeah, both these guys seem to be
Okay, here we go.
just kind of feeling each other out. I mean, obviously Mac Church got the takedown. Mulvaney hasn't really got to any of his own offense yet. He's going to have to pick up the pace a little bit. I think he's getting a little frustrated in the ties. Mac Church is controlling the wrist, controlling the fingers, controlling the hands. So he's going to have to work through the tie, get to his own stuff, and kind of push the pace offensively here.
The grip. Great, guys.
Scott Hall,
Both
the
you guys,
official
come
who
here,
you
come
can
here.
hear mic'd up.
Both you guys, we got to stop for faces. Okay, Green? Got that? Okay, got it? Here we go. Set.
Yeah, Scott's just telling them to stay out of each other's faces, not be putting your hands in the other guy's face, poking him in the eye, that kind of stuff. Oh, there's Mulvaney on a shot. Scramble through by Mac Church. Takedown.
Takedown for a moment there, Church in a little bit of trouble. Noah Mulvaney takedown to take the lead. A quick escape from Church.
Yeah, it was almost like Mulvaney kind of fell into that leg off of Mac's movement. And then Mac kind of tried to roll through, maybe a little premature, but now Mac's back in on his single leg again. Nice shot. Same position as in the first period.
Does he try and go back, grab the ankle?
He takes his time.
He does.
Safe
He sweeps
finish.
the leg, and Church right back in front with a takedown.
Exact same as the first time. Took his time, finished clean.
Down, Red.
It's a nice single leg by Mac Church. It just kind of fell into that right there. Kind of a similar, and then yeah, Mac tried to roll through.
On the whistle.
Mulvaney just kind of squashed him, hips down, pressured on. And here's that single leg again.
Clean finish, partner.
Clean finish, yep. Said that a few times today. It's so important. I mean, it's frustrating when you go through all the work to get deep in on a shot, get close to a takedown, and you don't finish. That can be demoralizing as well.
Back and forth we go.
We have Green. We got Green score. Use the
With
grip.
the third and final period.
Use the grip.
A 1-point lead for Mac Church. Riding time in favor of the Hokie at 31 seconds.
Down, third period.
Church chooses bottom.
Okay, here we go. On the whistle.
Yeah, it's a good back and forth match so far. It's been a fun one to watch. We'll see what happens. I mean, both guys have gotten to offense. This is just going to be an interesting one to see how it plays out, because this is very much a wide open match right now.
The escape leads by 2.
You know, one thing you don't want to see if you're the Hokie bench is Mac Church kind of play the lead here. You want to still see him go out, be competitive, try to score points. In deep on a high crotch by Mulvaney.
Mulvaney driving, takes the lead on a takedown.
Mulvaney in. Nice shot, nice high crotch, fell to the ankle, followed through. Mac Church just tried to kick out, but he just kept following him.
Same thing, gentlemen, on the whistle.
Again, patience there. You know, again, a lot of guys would just try to dive in and try to, but he just controlled the ankle, waited for his spot, waited for his moment, and followed.
Church able to get to his feet, tied at 9. Riding time not a factor. 60 seconds between these two ranked wrestlers.
1 minute left to go. Mac Church in on his single leg again.
At the left leg.
All clean.
Mulvaney hipping out.
Church.
Same position we've seen before. Let's see if he can finish again.
Working the sweep, that right leg.
Go, Mitchell.
Church trying to grab the ankle. He does.
Mulvaney whizzing and hipping down.
Yeah.
Mac Church waiting for his moment. Mulvaney fighting from an offensive standpoint. 25 seconds left. Church, edge of the mat, takes his shot. Nothing there.
Working through this.
15 seconds.
Stay on the mat.
Church has got to go with 10. Can he finish before the horn? Church with 6.
Oh, the Hokies want
with
3. I don't
4.
know if there's control yet. No control yet.
Has it with 1 second left.
Coach Wernsberger immediately throws the brick after the referee awards 3. This is going to go to replay.
Mac Church for now in a back and forth match has the 12-9 decision, but Dan Wernsberger, that brick came in immediately.
Immediately, no question. He threw it. I mean, before the match was even over. Like, as soon as he threw up 3, he threw the brick.
And for the first time tonight, Scott Hall and Gary Wade will go look. Here's our first look. What do you see, Dave?
So I'm not here. We definitely don't have 3, and let's just see if he can hook that ankle. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I see why he threw the brick. Let's just say it that way. That's a tight one though, because I mean he definitely. Let's look at this again. The Hokie faithful are saying it's 3. I don't know. We'll see what they say. I kind of lean towards no, but who am I?
Well, if it's reversed, we've got extra wrestling in what is, I think, fair to say, this has been one of the matches of the night.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 ranked guys going at it. Coach Wernsberger's having a good time. He's smiling over there. Mulvaney.
And I'm sure during this one, you don't know, is it over? If it's not, you got to keep both guys.
Yeah, you got to be ready to go.
And it was ruled a takedown. Everybody knows this, but you're looking for indisputable video evidence to overturn. Is there enough there to reverse the call? Let's take one more look.
And you know, I just don't know that anything changed. So they were in the exact same position. Well, and I guess they were in the exact same position. Did not award 3. Nothing changed. Exact same position, and then they awarded the 3. So I don't know what the referee saw there that caused him to throw up the 3, but that's why I'm glad I'm not a referee.
Again, you're looking at Scott Hall on your right, Gary Wade on your left. This is a long review.
There's no takedown.
Yeah.
We're neutral.
No takedown.
No takedown. And we go
Nothing needs to be adjusted.
to overtime.
Nothing needs to be adjusted.
Sudden victory.
Yep.
We're overtime.
There you see, overtime rules, a 2-minute sudden victory period.
Hold on,
2
guys.
30-second periods alternating positions.
All right, here we go.
And then that second sudden victory period is 1 minute in length. Here we go. Early action.
Figure it out.
Mulvaney and Church.
Clean. Keep that clean. Keep that clean.
Mulvaney off the mat.
Clean. Backing up.
Mac Church has got him
Got a stall.
stalling.
Keep it clean on the face. Set.
See, if you're Mac Church right here, you just got to take down, wiped off the board.
There's
Now Mulvaney
Mulvaney.
in a high crotch. Mac Church drapes over.
Got the
Keep it
right
clean.
foot.
Keep everything clean.
Does
Still
Mulvaney
neutral.
of Church.
So
Turning.
Nope. Still neutral.
Nothing here. Now Mac Church needs to try to get height here.
Keep everything clean. Keep it all clean.
Both guys are going to try to want to get height,
Go neutral.
and we get a stalemate.
You think about both of these guys, the gas tank that it takes for 3 periods to go to overtime.
Yep, yeah, both guys are still shooting. Mulvaney back in
driving,
again.
looking for 3.
Nope, nothing yet.
Still neutral. Out, neutral, action.
Mulvaney is really picking up the pace here in overtime, though. I mean, it's been all Mulvaney here in overtime. Mac Church kind of desperation roll, and it works out. And back to the high crotch, third time in a row this overtime.
Has the right leg of Church, sweeps the leg. Mulvaney, the takedown in overtime, and wins a thriller over Mac Church.
Yeah, I mean that was a great match. A lot of offense by both guys. Ultimately, Mulvaney just relentless in overtime. Didn't give Mac Church any room to breathe. Desperation roll by Mac Church, but just not enough.
Our next match is at 174 pounds.
The bench loves it.
Miles Tackett.
The Bison, after dropping the first 4 matches, have won the last 2.
Virginia Tech, ranked 23rd in the country.
Yeah, a couple of battles there too. Both those matches were tight. One kind of at the end. Wernsberger came back after being down. Same for Mulvaney.
We go to 174. Sergio Desiante, the Chattanooga transfer. A ton of excitement around him. Wrestling Miles Tackett, who has a tremendous gas tank, according to Coach Wernsberger. Called him a coach's dream and could use 10 more of them.
Yeah, had a really close match with Mento. Barely lost that one last year. This guy's just has a lot of talent. 2-time qualifier, Ohio State champion. Yeah, but now here Sergio in on a shot.
Deontay's got both legs in the air.
Tackett's is trying to control that arm. So he's got his hands locked around the waist and the arm. There's just not a whole lot that Desiante can do with his arm locked up like that.
Desiante went 23-4 last year at Chattanooga, 2-2s at the NCAA's, combined 51-12. Across his 2 years there, Coach Roby said he feels like he's been here at Virginia Tech for 5 years, stating that he fits in so well.
Yeah, and it doesn't hurt that he's really good friends with Tampa Tom. They grew up together, so he obviously knew of Virginia Tech's program just because his friend Tom wrestles here.
Both went to Tampa Jesuit High School.
That's right. Yeah, so it's been kind of an easy transition, I guess, for Sergio so far. So and sometimes you just need a change, right? Coming in from Chattanooga, which is a good wrestling program. But sometimes you just need a change, and I think they have high hopes for Sergio this year.
Tackett some big wins last year, including number 9 Simon Ruiz of Cornell by a major decision, 16th ranked Clayton Whiting of Minnesota, and 17th ranked Luca Augustine of Pittsburgh. This is also the second ever meeting between Tackett and Desiante. Go back to January 1st, 2024. An 11-1 major decision for Tackett against Desiante. That was day 1 of the Southern Scuffle. That was almost 2 years ago.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how Sergio responds. I mean, that's a long time ago. Sergio in deep on a high C.
Driving,
off.
aggressive move. Desiante, the early lead on the takedown.
Nice setup, clean finish. Still trying to get riding time. Gets the escape. Tackett is now stalking. He wants to get that one back.
Yeah. Next shot, I'm banging.
Entertaining opening period. Desiante leading 3-1. You look at 174. You mentioned Simon Ruiz.
Bucknell, down.
You see Matthew Singleton from NC State. It's a really good list of wrestlers.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, and he took Minto last year to the limit. I mean, Nebraska's got a really good team, a lot of studs there. And Tackett's actually, I don't know if it was an overtime match, but it was a really close match that he lost. So he's right there in the thick of it with some of these guys. He's just got to be a little bit more consistent.
We're neutral, one rest.
Escapes. Desiante, third last week Southeast Open. Had an impressive 4-2 decision over 21st ranked Clayton Whiting of Minnesota. There's Tackett. Deep on a shot, the defense from Desiante.
Yep, so he's going to try to want to like sit back, control that bottom leg. He's trying to push that leg down, but Sergio is controlling his right ankle. There's not a whole lot he can do here. Tackett needs to try to pressure back into it, turn back in. Now he has something to work with here. They're going to call potentially dangerous there.
Clean it up, clean it up.
The Hokie bench's coaching staff is just yelling at Sergio, trying to get a takedown at the end of the period here. Create some separation. You don't want to be content with the 1-point lead.
Get in there, both sides of the body. Both sides of the body. Take your offense.
10 seconds. Early takedown opening period. Not much here in the second period. Low scoring. 3-2 your score as we go to the third.
That's the end of the second period. Desiante with the 3-2 lead.
Down, third period.
He chooses bottom. Goes Desiante.
2 minutes, set. 3-2, let's go, buddy. Set, never leave him.
Yeah, so if you're Desiante, you need to get a quick out. Oh, he's looking.
Still red.
There it is with the
One.
Tackett's at that left leg for a moment.
Yeah, so he just needs to build back up, build his base. Tackett's doing a really good job of pressuring forward, not allowing Desiante to get any sort of base and control or be able to build up to an escape.
Riding time erased. Now climbing in favor of Tackett. I mentioned what Coach Warnsberger said. He said Tackett
On the whistle.
is a tremendous gas tank.
Set, never leave.
Yeah, and it's shown so far here. I mean, riding guys in the third period is tough. And that's just, again, one of those things at the college level is just so important. I mean, if you can hold a guy down, there's not a whole lot the other guy can do. And he's having a really tough, oh, he gets a little too high. And Sergio's able to come out the back.
He's got the escape, leads by 2.
Come on, guys. Clean it up. Let's clean it up. Get off the
The referees just tell them to stay off each other's faces, stay out of the eyes. Oh, in deep on a shot here. Sergio tries to roll through.
Nothing there.
Gotta keep it all clean.
How about the recovery from Desiante?
Yeah, and he's just kind of content to sit there and, yeah, get the stalemate.
Tackett's again, second year. Of course, takedowns were 3 points. Takedown here.
Yep.
2-point lead for Sergio Desiante in his Virginia Tech Castle Coliseum debut. And there's Tackett looking for points under 30 seconds left.
You're starting to see that gas tank that Coach Winsberg is talking about. Now Sergio's in a decent spot here. We're back to just a funk position, scramble position.
10 seconds. Desiante trying to hang on. Stalemate with 9 seconds.
Stay center. Stay center. Stay center.
Tackett's looking for quick offense. Gotta go, and he does. Desiante anticipates well. And in his Castle Coliseum debut, crowd loves it. 4-2 decision for the redshirt junior over from Tampa, Florida. One of our 3 ranked matchups of the day. That was entertaining, so was 165. Went to overtime. 29th ranked Noah Mulvaney over 28th ranked Mac Church. Some real points. Bench loves it. Everyone having fun on a Friday night in Blacksburg. To 184. Ton of excitement around Michigan transfer Jaden Bullock, grad student from Chesapeake, Virginia, who returns to his home state, making his Hokie debut in Castle Coliseum, wrestling Tyler Benes, a sophomore from Flanders, New Jersey, who went 2-2 last weekend at the Navy Classics and wrestled really well unattached last year as a freshman.
Yeah, the Hokie staff is really excited about Jaden Bullock coming back to Virginia. And Roby recruited Jaden out of high school. And ultimately, I think Virginia Tech ended up being the kind of number 2 on the list, went to Michigan, had some success there, didn't accomplish what he wanted to accomplish. And Roby just said, sometimes you just need a change. So they're glad to have him and actually have a chance to coach him and have him be in the Hokie lineup.
Guy with a ton of experience. He's been enrolled in college since the fall of 2020. An NCAA qualifier 2 years ago in which he had a career high 20 wins. And wrestled well last weekend in the Southeast Open, was a runner-up, including a win over 20th ranked Ian Bush of West Virginia.
Use the grip, gentlemen. Use it.
Going up against guy Tyler Benes, who mentioned 18-10 last year. Coach Warnsberger says high IQ wrestler. He's good in all 3 positions, but big test for him. This is his first full year in the lineup for Bucknell.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that, had some success last year. Obviously, Coach Warnsberger thinks very, very highly of him. But, really needs to put a full season together and see, kind of show his coaching staff and show the world what he can do.
Bullock to his feet, looking for points. Nothing yet, still working on that right leg.
Keep it all clean.
Benes grabs the right ankle of Bullock.
It's good hip pressure here. Now Bullock's really not trying to do much here. I mean, there's not a whole lot he can do. Oh, man, he is strong though. And Benes actually able to hook the leg and get the 3.
There's 3. Tyler Benes, the early takedown.
Good defense and hip pressure is what secured that takedown for Benes. That was impressive. Tough right here, heavy pressure. Kind of smothering Jaden a little bit. Gets the escape, loses headgear, so they're going to stop the match.
Coach Roby noting that his work ethic's super impressive. A guy who just scraps, in his words, every day, trains to exhaustion. Also noted, I thought this was neat, he elevates the intensity in the wrestling room, is what Coach had to say about Jaden Bullock.
Yeah, those are guys you love to have in the room. If you're going to have someone that's going to go in there and bring it every single day, make everybody around you better, I mean, those are worth your weight in gold right there.
20 seconds, and there's Bullock.
Nice
Quick on his
high
shots.
Shimura head inside single there. Good defense by Venus again.
Through the opening period, it's the sophomore. The takedown and a lead on Jaden Bullock.
Bucknell, second period, Joyce.
Tyler Venus with a 3-1 lead. She has
Bucknell, keep
in
it
the
down,
second
second
period.
period.
Each team's ball.
Okay, all right, whistle, please, gentlemen. Set, cover legal.
Venus to his feet, escapes, leads by 3.
Yeah, Jaden's had his moments. He's got into he got deep a couple times on shots, just hasn't been able to finish. Actually, Venus actually scored off of Jaden's shot, so if he can get back to his offense and finish clean. I keep talking about that, but it's
so true.
But I mean, you see, but Jaden's been doing all the offensive action. Venus just got warned for stalling, and that's because Bullock's been the one shooting.
Bullock working and potentially dangerous.
So
The whistle.
can't finish. No.
What's impressed you about Venus, the sophomore?
It's heavy hips. Yeah, I mean, Jaden Bullock had him dead to rights on that first takedown by Venus, and Venus was able to just pressure in, hips in. Nice shot there. Used to come out the back, pressure back into Bullock. You can see him trying to plant that foot and push back and turn into him. Now he needs to stay high.
Nothing yet. Venus still driving. Edge of the match. Bullock the recovery with 20 seconds left.
I think the Hokie coach is out trying to tell him to sit the corner. I don't think that's going to happen.
Keep it all legal.
Yeah, we're back into Venus is in a decent position here. If he can hook that bottom leg, hook that bottom ankle. Short time here.
Into the third period. Tyler Venus, the sophomore from Flanders, New Jersey. Comes from a great wrestling family. His brother Brian wrestled in Ithaca, grandfather at Penn State. Here is the second-year wrestler with a 3-point lead.
All right. Hey, you got a stall ring, okay? So you know. Okay, here we go. On the whistle.
Scott Hall reminding him that he does have a stall warning.
Yep. Yeah, he hadn't had much offense until that last shot, which he was in really deep. Jaden doing a good job of defending.
Puts him in a spot here with a takedown, can take the lead.
This is where the change to the 3-point takedown is actually pretty big because, Venus can give up another stall call and a stall point and still win the match. So Jaden really needs to go and get a takedown here. Before, you could probably try to push for the stall point to tie it. Jaden deep on a shot here, but see, look at the hip pressure that Venus has. That is, if you've never been under something like that, it's heavy underneath there. Just all the weight is on your shoulders and the head. I think Jaden did well just to get out of that with a stalemate, because what we saw in the first period was Venus actually used that exact same position to get a takedown.
Use that grip.
1 minute. This crowd can start to sense it. Venus in on a shot. Bullock the recovery. That left leg of Bullock he's got with 45 seconds. The ankle, what can he do with it?
Jaden got a shin whizzer here. Pressure on, excellent, good, gets hips back. Needs to stay heavy. Needs to stay really heavy here. And Venus is happy right here, just to stay right here, because he's just wasted time. 28 to go.
Tyler Venus on the verge of one of the wins of the night. Bullock with 20 seconds. What can he do? A takedown would win it.
Easy to finish quick here.
He's got 10 seconds.
Venus is controlling that opposite wrist. Not a lot you can do there.
Bullock with 5. Venus able to finish it out with one of the wins of his young career as he upsets 21st ranked Jaden Bullock.
Yeah, that's a good win for Tyler Venus. You know, it was hard fought. It was scrappy. Not a whole lot of offense by Venus, but he was able to defend really well. It actually did get in on 1 or 2 deep shots, but really his heavy hips and his defense is what was the difference maker for him. Big win on the road against a ranked opponent. Yeah, and here's Jaden Bullock in on a leg here at the end, and just couldn't quite get the finish. And look at those heavy hips by Venus. I mean, that's just hard. I mean, that's the difference maker right there in the match. Multiple times in the match, 3 or 4 different times, he was able to just kind of squish Bullock, and Bullock wasn't really able to do anything with it.
To 197 we go. The excitement about the return of Sonny Sasso.
Yeah, Blacksburg's really excited about watching Sonny Sasso wrestle. They've been wanting to watch him more and more the last couple of years, but he's back, he's healthy, and he's special. He's gonna make some waves. He has a lot of talent, and the coaching staff in Blacksburg are really excited to watch Sonny Sasso.
He started last year 10-1 with 9 bonus point victories. 7 were pins. Then had a season-ending injury. Made his return last week, Southeast Open. He took 4th. Wrestling Mikey Bardish, the senior out of Norwalk, Connecticut. It's not 11th ranked Dylan Bechtold in the lineup, which would have been one of the matches to watch. We've got early action. Look at the upper body strength from Sasso.
Sasso going upper body. He's dangerous here.
Bardish, worth mentioning, is wrestling up a weight class.
Yeah, and Sasso's just so long. I mean, he's built for that position right there. He can get double unders, get locked around, and then he's so versatile. He drops to a low single. I mean, it's not easy for a tall guy like that to change elevation. That is quickness. That's athleticism. Now he just needs to finish.
Well, Coach Roby talked about how he has a feel that is unlike very many big guys. He doesn't wrestle like a lot of big guys. There's the takedown. Coach also adding, if he can stay healthy and continue to develop, the sky is the limit for Sonny Sasso.
Yeah, he's so talented. I mean, he's got a pedigree, he's got a background, comes from a wrestling family. It's just now that he's healthy, and if he can stay healthy, he's going to be really fun to watch all year long.
Okay, we good? Both are good? Clean it up, guys. Stay out the edge. Here we go. Set.
Bardish went 10-8 last year at 84. Did wrestle once at 97, but guy with experience. He's been in the program since 2022. At 197s, typically we see Dylan Bechtold, who's ranked 11th in the country for Bucknell, one of its top wrestlers.
Yeah, when we were talking to Coach Wernsberger, okay, Sonny Sasso in on another shot here. Didn't quite, Bardish got away, but yeah, what Coach was saying about Mikey Bardish is super tough kid, and he will fight you. I mean, what better thing can you have your coach say about you? Just tough, grit, blue-collar guy, just go out there and fight.
How difficult is it to wrestle up a weight class like he's doing right now?
It's extremely difficult. Yeah, I wrestled heavy. I was a little heavyweight, so I gave up a ton of weight.
Sasso, another takedown.
And yeah, I mean, it's really, really hard. It's just, when the guy across from you is just so much bigger and stronger than you, you have to be very tactical, be strategic. It's almost like a chess match. Because if you get under them, they can just squish you. But yeah, it's very difficult to do.
Sasso, a pair of takedowns, riding time over 30 seconds and growing. Bardish fighting to his feet, is able to escape.
Yep, and he's fighting just like Coach said. I mean, Sasso is just kind of smothering him. Size, his activity, his offense.
Early offense for Sonny Sasso in his return to Castle Coliseum.
He's got that underhook. Yeah, I mean, that's just so interesting. I mean, an underhook so deep that Bardish felt like the only thing he could do was try to spin out of it, and he just drops to an ankle, almost like an ankle pick. Oh, Bardish in on a deep shot.
He's got
nice high C and a quick finish.
The reversal for Bardish. And a matchup we thought was going to be Sasso and Bechtold, two guys who wrestled each other for a Pennsylvania state championship. Early offense between Sasso and Bardish.
Yeah, that was just a nice high C to a quick finish. And, you know, Bardish isn't going away. Tough ride here.
Go, gentlemen, improve.
That riding time completely erased from Sasso. Now grows in favor of Bardish. Bucknell bench wants a stall call.
Yeah, he's got 1 foot in bounds, so they're allowed to wrestle as long as something's in bounds.
Here's the reversal.
Nice. Yeah, it's just a beautiful IC. That's textbook right there. And it was a reversal and not a takedown because they didn't break contact. So there was contact the whole way. Sasso was in control, and then while still being in control, was able to get Bardish was able to hit the high C.
There's the stall on Sasso. Also worth mentioning here, at 197 in heavyweight, 16-9 the team score. This is important for Bucknell from that standpoint.
Yeah, absolutely. If Bardish can go and take one here.
Sasso to his feet. The escape.
Yeah, there would need to be some bonus points for Bucknell, but I mean, this would be a big one for the team conversation too. He's still got a long way to go.
No doubt, just painting the picture of
yep.
And Sasso with a 3-point lead. Sasso, quick, decisive to 2 feet. Bardish, the mat return.
Yeah, it's interesting the strategy here. Yeah, because I would have thought, okay, then now he's going to cut him. I would have thought that he would have cut him right away, unless Bardish is confident on top. But it seems like Bardish is in a little bit of a better. Oh,
there's Sasso.
There's Sasso back in on the leg.
Still working. Nothing yet. The crowd wants it. And there it is. Sasso takedown in the double digits.
Yeah, that's what you want to see out of Sonny Sasso right there. Don't play the tight match. Go out there, get a takedown, and ice it. Really kind of puts it out of reach for Bardish. Instead of just playing the one takedown game, and anything can happen at that point. So it's nice to see Sonny Sasso, if you're the Hokies, kind of keep the pressure on and get a takedown.
I believe a fan saying work for the major. Bardish
Bardish back to that
has
high
3. Take down Mikey Bardish.
Improve. Still you, Red. It's still you, Red. Improve.
20 seconds left.
We're neutral. 3-1.
That riding time stops right at 1 minute. But the escape from Sasso. Sonny Sasso driving with 10 seconds. A takedown to bring the crowd to their feet. Such a promising start last year. Everybody in the wrestling world sad to see him go down with an injury. He is back, and he is back in a big way.
Yeah, big win back in front of the Hokie faithful in Castle. You know, Sonny's got to work on his gas tank, I think, a little bit there. You can see the talent, you can see the ability. Just needs to get back, back in the swing of things from a competition standpoint after being injured.
We'll step aside when we come back. Jimmy Mullen, the redshirt sophomore from Kearney, New Jersey. Wrestle is left to wrestle. There you see our dual summary. Only 1 bonus point win. I think that just goes to show how competitive a lot of these matches have been.
Yeah, all the matches have been, outside of one, have been pretty close. Bucknell's had some gritty wins, kind of came and took a couple from the Hokies. They're here to fight for sure.
And as we look ahead to heavyweights, an intriguing matchup. 16th ranked Jimmy Mullen, 3rd at the Southeast Open last week. 20 of his 17 wins a year ago. Bonus point victories for the NCAA qualifier. Meanwhile, Lucas Lawler, the true freshman, one of the top recruits for Bucknell.
Yeah, I know the coaching staff of Bucknell is really excited about Lucas Lawler. Young guy coming in, but just a ton of upside for him, and needs some experience, needs some minutes on the mat under his belt. But they're looking for him to make a splash right away. And they're deep in heavyweight, right? So they've also got Logan Shepard, who was ranked in the country. So they've got a couple of studs at heavyweight.
Here comes the guy that Coach Roby referred to as the mayor of Blacksburg, also saying everyone loves Jimmy. Here is Jimmy Mullen, ACC finalist last year and a crowd favorite.
Everybody loves Jimmy Mullen. Brings a ton of energy, just a super likable guy. Wrestles with a lot of energy. Was on the football team, has made the transition to full-time, just wrestling, just focused on wrestling now.
Both of these guys were big-time recruits. What an opportunity for Lawler. And Mullen wrestled well last week after a loss to Coy Hopke of Minnesota. Came back with a tech fall of 22nd ranked Nolan Nevis of UNC. And Mullen, as a heavyweight, he can really score from an offensive standpoint.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's got a ton of tools. He's athletic, he's big, he's strong, he's quick, he can wrestle. He can score from a lot of different positions. So yeah, and he's aggressive. A lot of times at heavyweight, a lot of guys will play a more tactical match, kind of pick their spots, but he just kind of goes out there and wrestles and goes after it. In on a low single here, can't quite finish, but I mean, I think the thing for Mullen is he's just got to clean up his wrestling a little bit. I mean, he's got all the talent in the world, and the sky's the limit for him, athletically and ability-wise. But just the experience of now he's full-time wrestling, needs to kind of clean up technically some things, and he's gonna turn some heads for sure.
And Coach Roby mentioned that he's bigger and stronger than when he was at the NCAA championships in March to right now. There's Lawler. Mullen, creative, able to scramble there.
Yeah, that's just one of those things. He takes kind of it was a decent shot, but kind of wild, kind of like left his arms a little bit wide, just kind of dove in, and then was able to get re-attacked by Lawler. And against the best guys in the country, that's not something he's going to get away with. So he's really got to be a little bit cleaner just on some of his attacks. but it's kind of trying to. It's a fine line of being tactical and so much like a chess match, and then just going and just letting it fly. So he's got to figure out what works for him, and I think it's just going out and being really aggressive and trying to score points. He might give up some points, but he's going to score a lot of points too.
Scoreless here late in the first period. Lawler went 3-1 at the Navy Classic last week, including a 4-1 win over Cooper Rudolph of Virginia. A lighter heavyweight that can move is what Coach Wernsberger mentioned to us.
One more.
Yeah, and over time he'll probably fill into the heavyweight role. I mean, he's young. He'll put on some size. Nice underhook by Jimmy Mullen here. Double unders here, and he likes that trip. He does like to go for that double under and trip, and he can do it. I mean, I think it was an ACC tournament last year. He did that. And it's really slick when it works out. And it's hard to wrestle a guy that can go upper body and lower body. A lot of guys are like all upper body and there's not a whole lot they can do. Jimmy can do both.
Look at the upcoming schedule for Bucknell. I mean, look at the non-conference list. Oklahoma, Wisconsin, Pitt, Virginia. Coach mentioned that when these guys come D1, you're signing up to go D1. Let's go wrestle the best.
Yep, and if you're gonna be the best, you got to beat the best. So you got to put yourself in those positions against tough opponents early on in the year, so that's not your first time doing it at the national tournament. So you got to act like you've been there before. You have to have been there before if you're going to do it at the end of the year.
Also mentioned, the alumni and fan base is a great chance to see them wrestle nationally ranked teams. An escape from Mullen. There he is driving.
Another shot.
What have you liked here from Lawler, the freshman?
Yeah, I mean he's stout defensively. He's not giving up the legs. I mean Jimmy's taken quite a few shots and just hasn't been able to penetrate. I'd like to see Lawler get to some offense of his own, but I do think he's probably a little hesitant because Jimmy's a big boy. He's got strong hips, so he's got to pick his spots there. I mean he's given up a ton of weight. He doesn't want to get trapped underneath there. But he did have a nice re-attack off of one of Mullen's shots earlier in the match. Just couldn't quite finish it. But so maybe like re-attacks off Jimmy's shot. But he's got to get something going because really he's not putting Jimmy Mullen in any danger at this point.
See if either can find some offense late in the second period. Hand fighting will take us to the third period. 1-0 Jimmy Mullen on an escape. Look at the upcoming schedule for Virginia Tech. You also talk about wrestling tough in addition to the ACC. Look at that non-conference slate.
Yeah, they're going to the national duels, and they're going to have Minnesota first round, and then they'll wrestle one of those other two, Ohio State or Wyoming. So Virginia Tech is always going to wrestle a tough schedule. They're going to host Oklahoma State here in Castle later in the year. Again, it's one of those things like if you're on the recruiting trail, you want to sell the fact that you're going to be in some big time matches and wrestle some good competition and go beat the best guys. And then that is going to set yourself up for your success at the end of the year as well.
90 seconds left. A pair of escapes. The lone points.
One thing I did see at the end of that second period there, a year ago, Jimmy probably would have tried to force a shot at the end of the period and try to get a takedown. And I saw him do that a few times. With like 10 seconds left, you don't need to do that. You got to be a little bit smarter, and he showed that there. You could tell he kind of was twitching. He kind of wanted to, but I think that's experience at play, and not trying to force something that's not there. Jimmy Mullen back to the underhook.
.40 seconds left. Will this finish in regulation, or will we go to overtime to close this Friday night? An exciting finish on the way.
And again, there's no need to force something right here. I mean, if nobody scores here, you're going to go to overtime to be in the exact same position. So you don't need to just force something at the end of the period just to try to win it in regulation.
I think both wrestlers were aware of what you just said, and we will go for the second time tonight to overtime. The first time was 165, a thriller between Noah Mulvaney and Mac Church. 12-9 win for Mulvaney. And here we go to overtime. First points win.
Mullen back to his underhook.
Sudden victory. It's 2 minutes for the opening period. There's Mullen. Quickly recovering is Lawler.
Yeah, I haven't really seen any offense out of Lawler.
Mullen. Underhook.
So yeah,
And there he is driving, using his power. Lawler, the defense. He's in on a shot. Some of his first real offense.
Wow.
Lawler has the single leg shot. Side of the mat. Bucknell bench wants it, and they're gonna say off the mats. And look at Coach Warrensberger, can't believe it.
yeah, I think that the toe of Lawler just barely went out of bounds.
Coach Warrensberger can't believe.
I don't know if they're wanting to flee in the mat, but that was impressive by Lawler because he actually did get in on a shot and was able to kind of control Jimmy's hips, and Jimmy's got big, strong hips, so that, you know, it was kind of a low-risk shot out of bounds. So yeah, I mean, he hasn't really done anything in the center of their mat, but that was a pretty smart shot on that last one. But let's see what happens here at the end of it.
8 seconds left.
Jimmy Mullen on a
Mullen
shot.
driving with
Nothing
5. Mullen with 3. Can he finish? We continue to wrestle. Almost a winner for Jimmy Mullen.
Yeah, I mean, that was so close. I mean, I think I might have to go back and look at the replay. I think if it would have kind of dropped into both ankles, then that would have been the clincher. Okay, but now we're going to go to ride out. So each wrestler is going to have an opportunity, 30-second chance on top and bottom. So Lawler's going to go down first. After 30 seconds, Jimmy have an opportunity to go down. So really the key here is you just want to ride him. If you're on top, you just want to ride. If you're on bottom, or get back points, or not give up a reversal.
Wow! The challenge brick has been thrown
Jimmy
by Tony
really needs
Roby.
to get out here.
The reversal from Lawler to close this 30-second overtime period. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's huge. I mean, that's exactly what you can't have happen if you're Jimmy Mullen. Give up a reversal. I think Roby's challenging that he wants it to be near fall. Yeah, I think they want near fall. I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think he wants near fall. All right, so sucks him back. And then tries to put him to his back, gives up the reversal. I couldn't tell in real time, but I don't know that there was enough there for near fall. Let's see if we can count. 1, 2. Maybe. Depends on how fast you count. And you see the reaction there on that reversal. I mean, that's, you know, in rideouts, that's the last thing you can do is give up a reversal.
It was such a great move in a match that there has not been much offense.
Right.
What a 10-second sequence.
Yep.
Again, looking
Now,
to see.
Yeah, I mean, look, initial rule. So, do we know what they're challenging?
Did not quite hear our lead official, Scott Hall. We'll try and get an explanation. Again, it looked like the brick was thrown right before the reversal call. So to your point, could be looking for the near fall points.
There's no way that wasn't a reversal. But I think it's just was there back points before the reversal. So let's just assume that there was no back points. So Jimmy's going to go down. He's down 3-1. He's going to have to get an escape and a takedown, or a reversal of zone. So, and Lawler's not been called for stalling, so he'd have to get a reversal or an escape. Lawler will still be up 3-2, and he can kind of stall out.
Long look at the monitor for Scott Hall and Gary Wade. And the initial ruling was no back points and a reversal. What a moment.
There's no near fall. Bucknell has 14 seconds left.
Okay, so you heard
also
it.
trying to figure out the writing time too, yeah.
No near fall. Of course, the reversal stands, no doubt about that. So here we go, 30 seconds left. Neutral the position.
Okay, so Jimmy Mullen just decides to go neutral, not waste time. So he's got to go get a takedown here.
Defense from Lawler. Mullen's going to reset with 20 seconds.
Double unders.
Using
going
his
for the throw.
10 seconds left. Lawler trying to hang on. Does Mullen have one more shot? With 6 seconds, he's got to go with 5. Lawler's backing up. A stall is called with 2. Horn sounds. And the true freshman has a signature win in his first year with the Bison. Lucas Lawler, the freshman from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, fired up.
Come on, guys.
3-2 decision over 16th ranked Jimmy Mullen.
Yeah, big win for Lawler. I mean, he came out and took it on the road in a hostile environment. Just came out, wrestled a smart match, a tactical match. Didn't put himself in danger. It just put himself in a position to win. Took advantage of a mistake by Jimmy Mullen in the overtime. Yeah, but he's a young kid. He's a stud. He's got a lot of potential. So it's a good win for him.
One more look at the reversal.
Tried to get backs and just Jimmy went for broke there, and I kind of saw red. Tried to get the back points, but ultimately went against it.
All right, so Dave, we saw 10 weight classes. Overall thoughts from this one? What's top of mind here? The first Friday night duels of the year.
Yeah, I mean, I think Bucknell's got a gritty team. I think they came out and fought. I mean, the Hokies looked good at a lot of weights. I mean, they dominated. The matches that they won, they really did dominate. But even if the score didn't show, there wasn't a lot of bonus points. But I think both of these. It's the second time out for both of these teams. It's early in the season. People are getting used to their weight cut. They're just trying to. The coaches are figuring out what they have, and it's early. So, two good teams going at it. It was fun to watch.
It's just so great that college wrestling is back. That'll do it for our coverage tonight for our entire outstanding ACC Network team. Dave Maroney, I'm Evan Hughes saying so long from Castle. 19-12 Virginia Tech is the final. To watch this entire match on replay as well as others on ACC Network, download the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN.